I know you guys love my messy life, so here it is. On Tuesday, I went for an STD test. I go in. That's what responsible adults do, okay? I don't have any issues, but I thought this is what I do. So I go in there. I wait for 3 hours to get this blood test, and she pops my vein. She pops it. She pops my vein, and so she gives me this lab requisition. She says, like, hydrate lots and then go to the hospital tomorrow and get this done. And I'm like, okay. So I go to the hospital the next day. They had a power outage. Okay, so the lineup is all the way fucking, like, to the door. And I'm like, oh, fucking great. They're like, no, we should be able to get you in. I wait 3 hours. I don't get in. And I gotta leave, so I gotta go get my son. So I leave, I go get my son, but I'm now 6 hours in. I'm 6 hours in, so I take him to the swimming lessons that he's got to go to, and I run over to this other lab, and I'm like, I'm going to try this one. So I get in there. There's 2 people in there. I'm like, oh, yes. So she says, I'm going to be in and out 15 minutes. I sit down. 5 minutes later, she calls me up, and she's like, this is not your lab rec. And I'm like, what do you mean? I'm like, what do you mean this? I watched her write it. And she goes, yeah, there's somebody else's name on here. I cry. I fucking cry. Okay, because now I've put almost 7 hours into getting this fucking blood work done. And then I call the options clinic and get really mad. And then they book me an appointment for today, right? So I get booked in for this appointment today. I go in. They got 3 people to draw my blood. And then they had to use a baby needle. Okay? They had to use a baby needle on me because my veins are so tiny. Anyways, and while I'm there, I'm like, I also want to get the PAP. So they give me the PAP. And I go in there. And she's like, we have a medical student in today. How do you feel about that? I'm like, great. Awesome. That's so awesome. Sure. Let's do it. So my legs are up in the stirrups, right? She gets in there with the little, like, duck bill clampy thing to open it up. And she's down there for a while. And I'm, like, sitting there, like, what the fuck is going on? Like, why is this taking so long? And she's like, I can't find it. And I'm like, you can't find what? What are you looking for? What do you can't find? Right? And she's like, I can't find her cervix. And I'm like, I'm pretty sure it's in there. I'm pretty sure it's in there. And then I start laughing uncontrollably, which just makes everything tighten. So now I'm like squeezing and I can't stop laughing. They're like getting me to put my fists under. Eventually they did find it, which was nice. And then I'm pretty sure everybody heard me laughing because when I left, all eyes on me, all of them, all the people in the waiting room. And I just looked at them all. I'm like, it was fun.